Hey, Vince here. Welcome back to another video of the bug build. This one is sick. I got the exterior back together and it's almost ready to drive. Putting on the fenders here, and most of the bolts went in. Well, they all came out except for one. So at that one I put a self-tapper just to hold it in place. But there's like 10 bolts on each fender, so it ain't going anywhere.
Attention, oxygen 0. Existence is impossible. Attention, oxygen 0. Existence is impossible. Attention, oxygen 0.
Here I'm painting the roof rack. Went ahead and decided to match it with the wheels. These bugs need the roof rack. It just puts the whole car together. So go ahead and give it a scruff with some sandpaper and then give it a wipe down with IPA and a tack cloth and giving it a good spray. Moving on to the headlights and tail lights. The wiring was pretty messed up. That went from the chassis to the headlights. So I went ahead and redid all the wiring. You can see I'm cutting out a lot of the wiring here and measuring it, figuring out which wire goes to which because it's so old and honestly don't know if it matches the manual. So I had to pull out the multimeter, check everything, turn on the headlights, see which wire went to what, and then redo everything with new wiring. For the headlights, I got these connectors off Amazon. They're pretty good quality, waterproof. Hopefully they last. Installing the headlights with new wiring, I put some sheathing on the wiring so it's protected from the elements. Much better than what came from the factory. If you ever had a Volkswagen, you know the wiring is just a rat's nest from factory.
rescue bots to go to Alpha 1. Order. All rescue bots to go to Alpha 1. Order. All rescue bots to go to Alpha 1.
This is my first time putting in a windshield. It went pretty good. I got 3/4 of it in. So off camera, I'm going to take it out and put it in properly. I need my dad's help to actually push in the windshield from one side, because just doing it by yourself from the inside, you cannot get any leverage onto that windshield. One of the last parts to do on the bug is the running boards. So there was a couple of these tabs right here are missing, there and there, and most of these are gone. So I drew them up in CAD, shipped them out to the Send Cut Send and had them make some. So I'm gonna weld on those tabs and then put some paint on the running boards. Here I'm using a magnet to hold it upright, but the magnet really messes up with the arc. So I switched over to an aluminum block and that worked a lot better. I could have done a lot better job cleaning this material, but it's stronger than what came on these running boards. So I said, screw it, and just ran with it. I didn't think this was going to be that dirty of metal, but it's pretty nasty. First one, man, I was having a hard time getting it going. The second one, a little bit better. You can see all the debris. It's just dirty. I know I haven't cleaned it the best, but it's a running board on a lowered vehicle. There's not going to be any weight put on it, so it should be fine. I was using the paint marks, or the lack of paint marks, from the previous clips as my alignment tool, so I can mark it, weld them in the right spot. Finished up those tabs. This was pretty gnarly. This is the first time I've welded aluminum in well over a year, so it was a lot to get back into. Some of this was so nasty, came out pretty shitty. I tried cleaning it, but then this one came out fantastic. And honestly, that's the one I cleaned the most. So, goes to show you gotta clean your aluminum. And steel, but aluminum really hates dirty metal for TIG welding. So now I'm gonna paint them up and throw them on the car. looks awesome. Feels great to have this part done. So next, cleaning up the interior and driving. That's the whole goal, is to keep this car driving, but just clean it up, make it look good, tune it a little bit, maybe put on some other parts like some turbos. No, you're gonna leave it stock for a little while, at least the engine. But looks awesome. Reached a big milestone and now get to enjoy it, start driving it. So follow along for the next video where I actually drive it.